What is up, guys? Welcome back to EUCO. My name is Aaron.
My name is Connor.
And today we are looking at the Begode Falcon.
Can this little wheel keep up with a lot of today's bigger offerings?
Let's find out.
Consider the following. Diving right in, here's some of the specs for the Begode Falcon. This is a 100.8 volt wheel. It's got 900 watt hours and it's rocking Samsung's 50S cells. These have better discharge rates, they charge faster, meaning this wheel packs a lot.
It is rocking a 1500 watt motor. Gonna get you up to a max speed of 29 miles an hour.
On a 15-inch rim, 15 by 3.5-inch tire, and about 30 to 35 miles of range.
If you've got a fast charger for this wheel, up to a 7 amp charger, you could see battery gains of 0 to 100% full charge in about 95 minutes.
A lot of people will draw the comparison between this wheel and the A2. They do ride pretty similar, but this wheel has suspension, which is very impressive. It's one of the smallest suspended wheels available to date. It's got about 60 millimeters of suspension travel. There's 2 springs on either side and it's dampened with hydraulics. One of the first things you'll notice, it takes up probably a third, maybe half of the top of this thing, is the big bright display. It's got your speed, battery level, temperature of the board, riding mode, and it's got the odometer of the wheel itself. So feature packed, it's nice to look at. Interestingly, between these two different wheels, the street tire version has a yellow display and this knobby tire has a white display, white on black. In our experience, the white on black was easier to read outdoors. There is a trolley on the Begode Falcon and it's nice to see on a wheel of this size. It's kind of a new design for Begode. Let us know in the comments what you think of it. It's got this nice little latch here. Slam it down and it's snug. It's not my favorite trolley handle. Definitely works. It's not quite tall enough for me. I'm 6 foot. I kind of have to stoop down to it, but it's not that bad. Moving down here, you'll notice that there is a fully Velcroed flat side, which is amazing for putting on your own pads.
And while the included pads are good, they leave a little bit to be desired, which is why it's super awesome to see, just like on our last video looking at the F22. Even on this small wheel, we're able to get a fully Velcroed side to put whatever pads on you'd like.
Here, we're rocking the pads from Tep Rides. Included with their Falcon package are protections for the handles, protections for the front here, a little pad for the top area, as well as their power pads here. You got a metal mud guard, you got a kickstand, you got spiked honeycomb pedals, and a headlight. Headlight's okay. All of this comes together in this compact little package. It's 56.2 pounds. You don't see that weight come around very often these days, especially with suspension.
If you watched our last video, you saw we checked out the Kingsong F22, and to give a quick comparison there, this wheel's coming in at just under half the weight.
Click the info card.
Do it.
You never know what you might find.
As you look into the options that you have on the market, if you're somebody who's thinking, man, it seems like all these wheels have gotten really heavy and really big, you're not crazy. They've gotten bigger, they've gotten heavier, and that's from adding features and adding things like suspension and better batteries. And
I remember when I was looking for a wheel, there were 2 big specs that I was looking for that were just kind of impossible to find. 30 miles an hour, 30 miles of range, 50 pounds. This is it. This is it.
As you're riding around an urban environment, as you're going into a store, as you're going into a restaurant, you need to stow your wheel somewhere. Those benefits are still there. All the things that you'd want to see a wheel be a little smaller for, you can get those benefits from a wheel like this and still not lose power, still not lose suspension. Now, obviously in front of us, we've got 2 different styles of the Begode Falcon. We've been riding these both against each other. The 2 big differences between them. One's got a smooth street tire, the other one's got a knobby, more off-road tire.
We took this wheel on some trails and we took it around a college campus, and we really got to see two different sides of this wheel.
Now, I've mentioned it before, I own a Begode T4 as my daily driver wheel, and hopping onto the Falcon felt like right at home for me. If you're familiar with any of the Begode wheels, then the Falcon is gonna feel very similar, just a little smaller, a little more compact. I think there's a chance that the Falcon is going to fit in the slot for a lot of riders as a second wheel, an on-the-go wheel, a smaller wheel, a travel wheel. But nonetheless, I still think that this wheel could serve as a daily driver wheel. I think it could serve as a commuter wheel for a lot of people. I was surprised that it does have acceleration. It does have power behind it that rivals wheels that are larger, that have bigger tires than what it's offering. It stands up for sure.
When we were taking some of these trail rides, we were both at 20% power on our batteries. And usually that's when you start to feel the torque start to fade, or maybe you might not make it up a hill quite as easily. You might start to kick back a little bit. I never felt that. And it's really impressive to see how much power is packed into these things.
In a world where we are getting deep into the stats and the specs of every single wheel and talking about how far you can push it and what's its maximum miles per hour and things like that, it's important to consider how you're going to be using a wheel and think about the real world usage of it. And taking a wheel like this that's a smaller wheel, it's becoming a bit of a lost art.
The big question with the Begode Falcon, especially with a couple new wheels about to drop, we've got the NOSFET Aero, not quite out yet. We've got the Extreme Bull Rocket also on the way. Is the Falcon worth it? Do the specs hold up? Is it what you need? And to me, and I think what Aaron was touching on earlier, is that this is a very balanced package. The Rocket will hit over 40 miles an hour. That's great. Do you feel safe doing it? Up to you. To us, we never really felt the need to want to go faster. Not for the type of riding that you'll be doing on a wheel this size. Other important thing to note is that those wheels will likely be heavier. This is one of the lightest wheels launched recently, especially with suspension, so it's exciting from that aspect.
To me, if a wheel feels good, then all of that stuff kind of fades into the background. The speeds that you hit on this feel natural for the size of wheel that it is. It will take you a country mile in no time at all.
This is actually my personal Falcon, and this is how I've set it up. I really like how this handles, especially taking it off-road, especially taking it on and off jumps, even in an urban environment where you're popping off curbs and stuff like that. There wasn't any point on those trails, whether it was muddy or whether it was dry, whether it was loose gravel or more compact sand, like this felt at home. And, you know, I feel just as normal riding this tire on a college campus as I do out on the trails. So this is the one for me, and I love it. I really like how hunkered down it is.
This wheel is a balanced package, and the riding experience, you feel that. You feel that as you ride it.
I think the size of this and the power it packs makes it a really compelling option for anyone to have. Whether or not you have a wheel, whether this is your first wheel or not, this is a great wheel to learn on. It's built really solid. This is a future-proof purchase for sure.
Yeah.
We've given you so much. We've given you everything, and you're here. You still want more. Well, you can get it.
You can get it. You can get it all. You can have everything you ever wanted. And it's all at EUCO.us.
Subscribe for more.
Link in description.
Click the info card. This wheel, it's gonna get me to my next recording session. I had to sell my car. This is how I need to get around. This is a perfect commuter wheel, and I can take it on trails when I want. So give me your credit card number and I'll finish this right now.
This is the one that'll finally make me happy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gotta be near midnight here, and I'm ready to go home. So if you could just do me a quick favor, head to EUCO.us, buy the Begode Falcon, and I'm gonna go to bed now.
Look how durable this thing is. You might be asking yourself, where did the Begode Falcon in front of us go? The answer is somebody bought it on EUCO.us. Purchase yours today and subscribe for more.
Now they know we drink water.